Hello and welcome to the Tarkis Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're playing RivenWorld and we're just going to do a day in the life of Tarkis. We're just going to do a few things on the server, play the game, right? I mean, let's just do that. So I've got all my food and drink up to where I need them to be so I won't starve to death or get thirsty for a while. I'm going to look at my inventory. I got some pickaxes. So what I want to do is I want to, it looks like I've got a little bit of pickaxe left in slot 1. And then I've got 2 full pickaxes. That's going to be good for what I want to do today. So we're at the oil rig location. This is the building here. They still have to work on the gravity for the water. That's something on their list. But this is my corporation. I got my name up there, Tark. This is my oil flow corporation that has gone under because the oil nodes are no longer at this location because of the map change. So that's where we're going to go now, is go to my secondary location where the oil nodes are and pick up some oil and bring it back here. And let's go walk by the bridge real quick. I have the game noise off, so for this... I want the escape. For this video, why don't we turn the sound up a little bit so that we can hear the environment. All right. So hopefully that's loud enough for you guys to catch a little bit of the sound. All right. So this is my bridge. I finally finished it. I land claimed this area. I land claimed most of this entire lake just so that I could build here and not have anybody infringe on me. And this bridge came out pretty good. I'm going to actually build a road here. So my goal next is to build a road that transverses this area, and I'll dig up the trees and remove the trees with my shovel, and I'm going to make a road that will get me to the main road to where the castle goes up. So I'm actually going to make a secondary road here that goes to my failed oil rig location. All right, let's go get some oil. Now I'm naked. There's no point for me to have stuff on right now, only because I don't get attacked all that often, and the fact being is I just don't need it. I mean, I'm going out and gathering. If I was going to do PvP stuff, I would put my gear on, but the gear does take degrade if people hit you, or I believe it even takes degrade if you fall. So it just makes no sense. If you know you're not going to engage in PvP, then you don't really need clothes on. And I thought also, it makes sense because I'm running around all the time in the middle of the summertime. It wouldn't make sense I'd run around with a bunch of armor on. All right, we're going to go down this hill. Now, the oil nodes are not that close to me anymore. They changed the node resources to the map. So they're now clustered. Each type of resource is clustered, isolated, I should say, by itself in its location. And, I showed you the map in another video. They have it actually. If you go to their Discord, you'll be able to find their map. The server map, and it's changing. They're making changes to the map, making the map larger, bigger. I did know that the devs are thinking about doing sort of, server wipe, or make it as a role play thing where they're going to, start a new server so that those people that are going to get the game now can catch up. And it makes sense. I mean, there's 2 ways they could do it. They could either do a server wipe or just create a new home server, like a fresh start server, I guess is what I would call it. And then just encourage everybody on the other servers to go to the fresh start server, and and just encourage that. You know, go to the Fresh Start server. This is where everybody's on the same playing field. You know, Worm Online did that. It worked out. It just kind of is crappy on those people that you leave behind on the other servers. But if you want the game to flourish and you need people to play the game, you know, to make it fun, then Fresh Start servers are the way to go. Now, did I go past? I think I ended up going past the oil fields as I'm gabbing. I think I needed to go in this direction. Well, we'll know in a second. I built something out on the ocean because I had some extra blocks available to me. No, this is no. I guess I didn't go far enough down because this is still sand. So I see. Yeah, the map is so big now. So I guess I really do still need to run around down here. I mean, the map is huge now. And honestly, I think it could go bigger. Or at least do some islands. Do some islands on the sides, you know, just like out maybe 30, 40 feet off the side and just plop islands. I mean, that would be the easiest way to go because this way you don't have to change the current terrain because you'd be just creating new terrain. So you know, you can go hog wild with a bunch of islands, you know, good size island. Like you could create an entirely same size island as this island, just right next to this island, maybe 30 feet offshore. Yeah, you know, or whatever. And then people could just build a bridge to it. Yeah, there's no boats in the game yet. But I mean, that's, you know, I imagine with Unreal Engine, you could buy a pack, you know, from the Unreal Engine store, a boat pack, you know, with simple boats in it that people could use for a medieval type of game. Or the developer could develop their own boat. So this is where we want to go down, is down here. This is where my oil field is. And I'm going to start clearing these trees out while I'm down here. Because I think they're too close to the oil. And it's hard to see the oil and where it's spawning. But this is... well, this is what they call the swamp now in the game. And I did tell the developer that I think they need to add reeds. You know, add some... if you want a real environment feel, you've got to add real environment plants, right? I mean, if you were in the Bahamas, it would be, you know, coconut trees and whatnot. Well, if you're in a swamp... you've got reeds. You've got cattails, I guess is the thing I want to say, is cattails. So this is a little vault that I made here on the lake. And while I'm here, I like to turn the lamps on. These lamps don't have any oil, because I leave that lamp going after I leave the area. So, because the oil is right here. So I'm just going to start... getting some oil. I'm using the steel pickaxe, and as you can see, the oil returns are random. Return, I think 14 is the max, and 1 is the lowest. So it's an RNG from 1 to 14. And you can see the node being depleted at the very top of the screen. So I just depleted it. So if I go to this node here, now there's some nodes here that are here either for ambiance or they just are squirrely. See, I can't do that one. Can do this one. All right, so the node is fully full hit points. And again, I believe it's between 1 and 14. 14 being the most you can get per swing. And you need oil in this game for the steel. I mean, the steel, you need to make steel, and you need to, you know, iron bars are needed to make iron blocks. So I just broke my pickaxe, but we left with an extra set, two more sets. And I knew I was going to break that because I was down to just a bare minimum. There is no repair feature in the game, so they did it that way so that people would have to continue to create items in the game. So that somebody can't just continue repairing, and there's no reason to hire somebody to make you armor, high-level armor. If you know, you could have an armor smith, and you know that makes armor, but then once he makes you that set that can be repaired forever, then that guy's out of business, right? So the game is designed so that you can't repair anything. You use it until it's destroyed. When it gets down its durability to 0, and then you go and you get another item or another set of armor or another weapon. All right, let's look at our inventory. So our inventory is getting up there. We started with no oil to begin with, and you can see that half my inventory is full of oil now. All right, so let's go over here and put some oil in this lamp in this house. And what I did is I put the lamp at the bottom of the lake. It's an oil lamp, and I put it at the bottom of the lake so that it could light up this house nice. And there's also a reason for it, and I leave this one running at all times or until it burns out. The reason why for it is so that people on the server can see it. So from a distance, you can see like how I got confused where I was for a second, and if I thought I had bypassed it, well, now in the dark, people will be drawn to it, and they'll be like, well, geez, why is this out here? And they'll see the oil, because this is the new oil fields. Now, on this side over here, I started creating another building, and this building here is just something I'm just putting around with. It's, when I'm here, I just putter. When I'm hanging out, just waiting for oil to respawn, I just thought, why not? I built this, just puttering. All right, let's get some. These are my tables here that I put here in case I want to build something while I'm here. This is like a home away from home, because I go from here and I go to the oil place, the oil factory there by the other lake. Now there's quite a bit of oil nodes here. There's one. They're hard to see in the dark. With the reflection of the moon on that thing, I was able to see it. Now, tonight, you'll notice that I'm not utilizing much energy to do anything. The server was patched recently, and with that patch, they wanted to be more generous with the energy consumption, and by doing so their degrade is not as much as their regen. So you regen energy when you stop doing something. So I'm going to start removing trees too. So I'm going to get my axe. Did I not pick up an axe? Oh, I never grabbed the other steel axe. So I can't really cut down some trees while I'm here. I was hoping to cut down some trees and pull up some roots, because some of these things are really hard to find in the dark because of all the trees that are around this lake. And if I remove the roots for these trees, they won't regrow. And so I'll be able to run around this lake without... there's another one right there. I gotta put my axe in my hand. My pickaxe is not in my hand? Or is this one of those... Maybe this is one that I can't... Yeah, this is another one of those where it's just for looks. And maybe they did that so that people that are new to the server would know this is a place for it. That, well, I can't mine this, but it's obviously this is where they spawn. Instead of having somebody come through here, take them all down, right? Remove them all by harvesting them all. Then they're not here. Then a new player comes by and like, well, geez, where are these oil nodes? And the reality is they're in the right spot, but somebody has mined them all and they all disappeared. So maybe that's why they've got a few of these that are just, yeah, they might just be here for looks, just to let people know that you're in the right spot, and just come back and mine those that are mineable when they're available. So once we fill our inventory here, which will be very soon, I will dump most of this oil in the chests that I have here, and then I'm going to take some with me just to replenish some of the new oil lamps that I've got going. All right, so that one's done. Okay, that one can't be done. And I think I've done the circuit. So maybe we'll just, yeah, that one can't be done. I know there's a few more on the other side, but it's just too dark right now, and I don't want to make a torch. So what I'm going to do is go to these crates. Now this crate here has oil in it and some other items. So I'm going to put these items here. So the old concept is don't put all your eggs in one basket kind of thing. So I leave oil here in case this chest is empty and this chest is half full. So I leave oil here, and then I bring oil with me to my other. Oh, I hate when I do this. Okay, come on out of there. Come out of there, Tarkis, please. For everything that is holy, get out of there. Okay, yeah, because now I'm gonna have to. That's the problem with this. I'm standing at the on the bottom of the lake, and it won't let me jump out unless I destroy the walls. But I might as well just do cheese this and do an unstuck anyway. And I think if I do T, I gotta change the enter button to do my text. So if I do /stuck, it's gonna please wait until we respawn you. And I think this is kind of cheesing it because I think it just sent me to my bed. And yeah, so I was able to return all the way back to where I was just about to run back to. So I used the unstuck to transport my, and I didn't mean to cheese it. I didn't mean to break, to exploit this, but this is type of an exploit that you would see. This is fast travel at this point. So, but I was legitimately stuck in that hole. But this brought me back to here because this is where I bind myself to the bed that's below this floor. All right, so we're here. These are the new sconces that you can make in the game, and I'm just going to fill those with, that's why I went to get the oil. All right. All right, so that one's filled. I keep this one running as long as it can run. I leave this one going 24/7, and so that I can see when I'm coming in and out of here. Now there's another one here that I've got in the dungeon that's in the ceiling. Okay, well, oh, there it is. Just look up and turn it on. This one is a chandelier. This is one of the newer items that they made for the game. And it's a chandelier. You just need to make glass. Glass is a good part of it. And you get sand blocks. You put them in the forge and you make glass. And then you can make the chandelier. So this is my dungeon. Today I'm hoping to make a couple more of these cages. That's my goal, is to put some more cages down here for my dungeon. And this is my gate here to keep people out of my house. So for me to make some more of those, the jails, the bigger jails. Now I think I can make the smaller jail. It's just that small jail costs so many iron blocks. And what's nice is you can run through that gate while hitting E and it will automatically close. Just like any door you run through, you can run through it and hit E and it should close while you do it. So let's just go up to the next. See that chandelier, how it shines this room completely? So the chandelier that's below us is radiating enough light to light this room here. All right, so let's go up here. All right, this has got to be out of oil. No, I guess I shut it off before I left. I was running this one when I went to bed last night, and I had queued so many iron bars. And unfortunately, it ate through all the oil. So what I've got to do is systematically figure out what oil I need for how many bars that I'm making. I might as well turn this back on because I still got 38 bars still to make. So, it will just burn itself out if you don't do a time. Now this, I don't think I've got any more oil in my inventory. No, I don't. This chandelier here, I light this one every once in a while that I've got in this gazebo when I'm just hanging out. All right, so what I want to do is, I did grab everything that I want out of there. So I want to go down and I want to look at what it takes to make another jail. And I want, okay, so we've got simple jail. That's the one that takes the iron blocks, and it takes 35 iron blocks and 5 copper ore. Oh my goodness. So I've only got, for iron blocks, I've only got 29 iron blocks. I keep them down here. I keep a lot of the blocks that I use for crafting in this bench as a storage thing, because I'm here making these things, and I might as well just pull them out of the output hopper. And then the jail. Okay, so the jail, the big jail there that's down there, only requires 50 stone blocks in the copper ore. Now, I've got plenty of copper ore. That's not the problem. So why don't we make some blocks? Let's make some iron blocks. So let's go and grab some more iron. There's some iron. And I don't want to use up all my iron. I think this is all steel. Yeah, all that's steel. So let's go. I've got the iron. Let's go up here. This one's cooking iron bars. So let's go to this one. I've got plenty of fuel in it. I'll turn it on. And then I'll cook the iron. I'll cook the iron blocks, which is going to make me 17 of them for the iron that I had in my inventory. And it looks like they're on a slow process. The iron bars are. I guess I could have split this between. Oh, this is the glass here. This glass block in the output hopper. It's hard to see, but that's the glass block. And again, that allows you to make the chandelier. So let's come back to this. But I guess I could have halved it and had both of these make the blocks. I mean, that's what's nice about having the multiple forges up there. So let's look at the chandelier. I think the chandelier was under the anvil. Oh, it is. It's under the anvil. You got the wall torch, which is just iron bars and logs, and then you've got the chandelier, which is wood log and iron bars. And the reason why I didn't have enough iron bars is because I just made them into the blocks. So let me go here. No, I'll just pull over back the iron that I didn't use from before. I will go in here and I will deposit those glass blocks. And I want to pretty much keep everything else that I have here. And then I want to go out to the balcony and go to the fire pit. And this is where I get rid of my leaves. Whoop, I gotta put them in the fuel. This is where I get rid of leaves or anything else that I don't want to hold on to, is I just burn them in the fire pit. And the reason why I had leaves is because I was foraging trees earlier for food. So now what we're waiting for is those blocks, is to get enough of those blocks to make that jail. Now, why don't I make that hatchet? Actually, I don't need to make a hatchet because I do have, and I'm just going to go up here. And jump out here. I do have some old boxes that I somewhat had forgotten about that were still over here in this old house. This was my old house when I first started the server, just to have some safe spot where I could play, and I made it out of wooden blocks. And then I branched out from this house to make what you see over there. I believe in here I got a torch. Okay, here I've got the stone. Oh, I got a steel axe here. Stone. So these are all stone axes, and I put these here. Oh, well, and copper ore is over here too, and some more blocks. I guess I'll just tuck some more blocks here, so I just have some more blocks. So stone axe. Okay, so we don't want to use a stone axe because we can do it with the steel axe. You just get a better return, better durability. Alright, so now that I got my axe, I could go and chop a couple trees down. The other thing is I need to make some more of those gates. But I don't think I'm foraging right now, foraging the tree. I got more leaves. My thing is with the gates, I gotta build some more gates, and I think I need quite a bit. I think I need like 150 wooden blocks to build one gate. And I need to build 2 more of those big gates. But the other thing about those gates is I think I need like 10 iron blocks. Oh, they must have fixed the energy while we've been playing, because it's now working correctly. Because before, anything that I did was not gobbling up energy, and now it is. Unless it's a food thing. Let me see if I can find some food out of one of these trees, because I'm playing while I'm testing, so I wanna see if some sticks. When I just want an apple, dude. I just want an apple. Give me an apple. Mother Nature, give me an apple or a pear. Oh, there's a pear. All right. So let's put it down here now. Once you get the item in there, it says to hit Q to hit E to consume. And sometimes when I double hit E, I don't double consume. All right, so, or you could use, I do know you can use the attack button, the left mouse button that you use for attack, that will also initiate you eating if you've selected the item in the quick slot. So I've got all my food back. Maybe that's what the issue was, is when you're 100% food, you don't use energy. That's it right there. Look at that, folks. When you're 100% full, you're using energy, but your return rate is so high that you're not using it. All right. Oh, am I stuck in a stump? Oh, I am. I'm stuck in a stump. That sometimes happens when you take down a tree. That's why I keep a shovel with me. All right. Tarkis is no longer stuck in a stump. So that's another thing you want to probably keep with you at all times, is your hammer, your building hammer, and your shovel. And if you get stuck, then you can get out. All right, let's go to the roof and see where we're at with those. Wow, it's only made 6. Wow. Okay, that's fine. So let's go down here. I want to show you something else here. That's the reason why I want to get the blocks. I'm going to need the blocks. Again, I'm going to need the wood. I have to go to the carpentry table to make the blocks. I will need wooden blocks to make another one of those fences. And if I look here, the fence, or the gate takes 10 iron blocks and takes 150 wooden blocks to make a gate. Now, so I'm really short on. Okay, there's 35. I believe the simple jail was 35. Okay, so I just gotta get it in my inventory. And then the copper ore. So we've got enough now to make the jail. I'll go in here. I've got to find the copper ore. I know I have it. Oh, there it is right there. The other thing this game needs is signs. Like little signs that you, simple jail. Let's craft one. They need like simple signs that you can make and then put maybe 5 letters or 6 letters on it, so you can just make a little message. And the reason why I say that is because then I could have crates that I could just put the sign behind. You know, a sign that's like on a little, like a little post sign, and then the sign would be behind this crate that would say, my raw ore is here, and this one would be like my steel ingots are here. I could write on the sign that allowed me to do the inventory of my items. Frozen Flame had a great system when it came to signs. You could do signs and you could label stuff, and that, I think that adds a lot to a game, is the ability to be able to sort your stuff out and let other people know that you're playing with what's in that crate without having to spend 10 minutes going from crate to crate to crate looking for what you're looking for. You would have a sign that you post behind it that says, this is where the armor is. All right, so here's the jail. So let's go down to the jail. And see, look at this. Look at this. I'm a jailer. I'm going to be the jailer that runs around with a shovel. So if you don't do what you're supposed to, you're going to end 6 feet under. You know what I mean? I'm going to put you 6 feet under with my... Now, the reason why I wanted to do this is because those windows See the windows, that jet out I made for the windows? That's what I wanted to do. So now I'm going to pick this one up by using the hammer. And I'm going to put, oh, it went into my inventory already. And then I'm going to put this one right here. All right. So now when you go in this thing, you get daylight. You can see outside. Look at that. You can see if you're a captor, at least you can see night and day. I'm not going to be that mean and keep my captive, oh, I'm hitting the thing up there. Keep my captors not being able to see night and day. So now I need to make, I think I want to make one more for right there. Maybe not. Maybe what I'll do is just extend this. I'll take out this one and this one and this one, and then put two more cages right there. Yeah, I think that will be what I want to do in my dungeon. And I know there's going to have a guillotine, but I'll probably end up putting my guillotine outside for everyone to see. All right, guys, this has just been a video of me just playing the game, puttering around in the day of the life of Tarkis. And I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't, gotten RivenWorld, you should consider it. They're adding quite a bit of stuff daily, and they have a great roadmap that really reflects what they're hoping to do with this product. All right, then. This has been the Tarkis Zone.